Alright, me and Scott's out here today at Fort Smith. It's on private property, so I was gonna get a little filming done while the train come by. So, you can see it coming in the background. Scott's over there somewhere close to the railroad tracks on the other side of the corn. So, hopefully he's not too close. Yeah, last week it was dry and it had rained a little bit, and it still hadn't rained near enough. It's still kind of dry, but the landowner, I see he's turned some ground under, so I'm fixing to hit that, see if I can't find something. But yeah, this is a pretty good place to hunt. Now, I wonder how close Scott is. There's a couple of houses real close to the track. I don't see how they sleep at night. Pretty long train. There's the end of it. I guess if it had a derailment right now, I guess Scott would be in trouble. Now, I don't know if he's over next to that big tree or what. He may be around the base of it, I guess. Probably by now. Alright, well, I'll get off here and get back with you to find anything. Alright, I'm back. It's been a few minutes since train went by. Actually, one more's went by since then, but I got my first good target. I don't know what it is. I got it out of the hole. It looks like an infield bullet, but it's made of brass. It's got the hollow base. I hadn't cleaned it out yet, but it looks just like a bullet, but it's made of brass, and it's got a looks like a sabot around the center of it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I don't know if maybe an exploding bullet. I don't know, but I've never seen one, so I can't tell you. I'll have to get it home and see if I can find it on the internet. All right, I'll get back with you if I find anything else. All right, we're still here at Fort Smith. Of course, it's been a while, but I finally got a good signal, and it was real deep. It's about the deepest hole I've ever dug. Of course, I've got my shovel there. I think it's 38 inches long, something like that. And of course, you can tell it's a good 4.5 foot deep. And of course, this is kind of find out as a nickel at the bottom of it. I don't know why a nickel was that deep, but that's pretty good. F75 picked up a nickel at about 4.5, 5 foot deep. Now, I don't know if you can. I'll turn the light on and see if you can. You can see off in there how deep it was. But yeah, it's deep. No, I didn't dig that. It was a guy, a farmer, had pulled up a fence post. Yeah, I thought Scott had been through here. I thought he dug a hole that deep. I'll get off here if I find anything. All right, we're still out here digging it at the fort, but it's been a while since I dug that nickel. But anyway, I finally found my first Civil War bullet. I was walking around pretty fast just trying to find something Civil War that I could say was Civil War. Anyway, I don't know what kind of, it's a sure it's a Confederate bullet. I don't know what kind it is. Looks like maybe a 44 caliber. I think it may be a Sharps. It's got the end of it kind of looks like what I've seen for a Sharps. It's been shot, so looks like it's got 2 rings. That's my first Civil War bullet out of here. So, but I'll get back with you if I find anything else. All right, I'm back. Well, we've left Fort Smith and come to another place in a secret location. So I don't know if you can tell that much on camera, but this is steeper than the last video, and it goes a long ways down in there. Bound to find something off in there. Scott, why don't you go check it out and let me know if you find something.
I'll run right down there and be right back.
It is a long ways down there. And we're going to try to make our way up here and kind of easel around that side of the hill. Alright, I'll be back if I find anything. Alright, we're back. We're somewhere south of Louisville, Kentucky. I just found a shot 44 caliber pistol bullet, and Scott just found a
shot 69.
Yeah, it's shot 69. It's pretty good find. So I don't see any earthworks right in this area, so. But anyway, I'll be back if I find anything else. Alright, I'm back. I had a signal right there and turned out to be just an iron. And then Scott, he come over here checking that one, and I'll be damned if he didn't get a signal right there.
Sounds a lot like a bullet signal.
I'm just going to start following him around. Stay right in front of him.
There you are, the one with the shovel.
Yeah, he forgot his shovel.
There it is.
Yeah, right there.
69. Beat up a little bit on the end.
Another good find. Alright, we'll get back with you if you find anything else. Alright, I'm back in. We're still out here somewhere south of Louisville, Kentucky, but Scott is kicking my ass. I caught him up there for that target earlier, see if what it would ring up on his, and then he found a bullet right next to it, and I'll be darned if he didn't find 4 more bullets in that one little spot. So I just got frustrated and moved on around the edge of the hill here, and I finally got a good signal, and I dug down and shot 69 caliber. Of course, it's so bad of shape I don't even know if it's got rings on it, and it looks like it's got one, I can tell, but anyway, it's still good find. Alright, I'll get off here. I'll be back if I find anything else. Alright, I'm back. I told you last time I was going to get in front of Scott. There he is. I just come around in front of him. Got a good signal. And I had it, and I've lost it. And let's see. Let me get my pin pointer back out. There it is. It was a good 69. Like 3 ring. Alright, I'll get off here and get back with you. He's found. How many have you found over there?
We need a pin pointer. I don't want to dig his tree up.
That's number 3. He's dug out of that one little area. Alright, I'll get back with you. Alright, we're still out here digging it. Somewhere south of Louisville, Kentucky. Sorry, it's kind of hot and steep. But Scott's over there digging bullets, and I've got a second good target from, well, just this little spot. I dug one right there. It was pretty deep, and I got over here and got this signal. It's a beat up 69 caliber. So, yeah, it's been beat up pretty bad. Alright, I'll get back with you if I find anything else. Alright, I'm back. I think we're going to give it up for today. We just got tired of digging. I guess that's a good thing when you get tired of digging. But we're headed back towards his uncle's house. was gonna walk through the woods, but it's much easier on the road. So. But anyway, we've had a pretty good day. Found several bullets, but I'll have the final tally on the end of the video. All right, I'll get back with you. All right, we're back with the tally for today. We had a pretty good day. I ended up, Scott got me again on bullets. I ended up with shot wise 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 shot bullets, and then a couple pieces of camp lead, and of course a back to an old lock, side to a lock, and found this iron ring. I don't know if it's a piece to a chain or what, but anyway, found this piece earlier. I got it on video, and I was thinking, well, I remember hearing about the exploding bullets that the Confederates had, and I thought, well, I didn't know if that's what it was or not. Kind of looked like it at first, but after I cleaned it up, it's a spray nozzle for a sprayer. So that was kind of fooled me there for a minute. I was kind of hoping I had a rare bullet, but that wasn't so. But anyway, Scott ended up with how many did you end up with?
21 shot.
21 shot bullets, most of them 69, a couple of 58s in there. Of course, he found this bullet up there at Fort Smith, and we don't know if it's modern or what. I've never seen a modern bullet shaped like this, but maybe we'll find it on the internet somewhere. And of course, he found a modern 44 caliber or 45, one of the two, maybe a 44 caliber, and then found a little buckle. So, but that was we've had a long day and ready to get to the house. We've hunted probably what
at least 12 hours.
At least 12 hours. So, and probably go back in the morning. All right, well, we'll get off here. Thanks for watching.